Selling at pop-ups is more than just showing up with some cute products. You have to get in where you fit in. There are tons of extremely experienced business owners and vendors at boutiques and pop-ups, but I don't want to discourage you. I'm just here to let you know that you don't have to compare your year one with somebody's year 10. That's why I'm here. My name is Butterfly Jones, and I'm here to show you about the vending business, tell you everything that you need to know so you could pop up and prosper and build a pop up business that is so successful, it'll be like you're printing money. You might be wondering what qualifies as vending. Well, I'm here to teach you, either that or you can go ahead and pick up my ebook, Pop Up and Prosper, building a pop up business that will make you print money. Okay. It's on my website. It's at butterflyjones.com, and you could pick that up anytime you want to. Face-to-face selling is extremely powerful. As I mentioned in my prior video, you will be marketing and selling at the same time. That means that you're going to be saving ad dollars. That means that you are going to be making money immediately. We're talking about hopefully up to 10 to 12 to 20 transactions within a couple of hours versus a couple of weeks or even a month. You might be wondering what qualifies as vending. Well, you can vend at pop-ups, you could vend at the mall, you could vend at boutiques, you could vend at expos. There's many different types of vending events. Do you have a setup? Do you have inventory product to sell or a business or service that you want to promote? All of these different things is considered vending. I wish I had me when I started vending. When I started vending, I just thought that you needed a table, perhaps a table cover, and product. When in actuality, you need a good attitude, you need a friendly countenance, you need to come with knowledge and confidence behind your product, as well as the items that you want to sell or the service that you want to promote. When I first started vending, I just had it laid out flat on the table. And even though I did okay, well, to me, I did okay. We're talking about nowadays, I used to make hundreds of dollars versus thousands of dollars at a pop up. So even though I felt like I did okay, I really could have did way better. Back then, there was nobody to tell me what to do, what should be done, how much product to bring, and what to expect at these different events. And if you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, Butterfly Jones channel, and save this video so you could just go back and watch it later without having to search for me. Before attending a pop-up, a really good promoter would tell you exactly what you need to know. Usually, it's a 6-foot table, a 4-foot table, or an 8-foot table that they want you to bring. You could do L shapes, you could do side by sides. That's why I like to do 4. I have 2 4-foot tables, and I put it either in an L shape or side by side or one in front of the other, depending on how much space I have. Okay. You want to get in and you want to know, is it going to be indoor or outdoor space? Are they going to provide tables? Are they going to provide chairs? What all is going on? And never, never, never think that you cannot ask the promoters or the event coordinators questions. They should be able to have answers. And if they don't, then don't join in. Demographics is very important. Who are you selling to? Will they like my product? Different areas have different people that like different things. For example, I sell tons of my CBD products in Santa Clarita. There aren't a lot of dispensaries, but there are some CBD shops. In LA, not so much. People like marijuana. They like marijuana in LA. They call it the quote unquote real thing. Well, CBD to me is the real thing. Since I suffer with aches and pains, I put it on the aches and pains, and within a couple of minutes, it goes away, and I don't want to feel high. So to me, my CBD products are the real thing. Do you have enough inventory to show up strong? 3 items, 4 items may not be enough for a table. It could look sparse. People will think it's picked over. People may even think that you didn't create it. It's very important to have a really good inventory. And if you don't bring enough, then it could look sparse. And if you bring too much, it'll look like a stock room. You don't want it to look like you're at a garage sale or a pick and save or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but you don't want it to look cluttered. You want everything to be nice and neat. You want things to be visible at 3 to 5 feet tall. You want people to be able to pass by and see what you have. Those points are extremely important. You don't have to have all your items out there at once. Be sure to have bins that you could put your items in. And so if something sells, you could quickly put it back. I wouldn't have it look super full because you also want it to look like, yeah, my product is selling. I'm doing real good over here. Y'all better hurry up and get it. Okay. Most pop ups are 4 to 5 hours long. You gotta make sure that you have enough to last the duration of the show. Most organizers do not like for you to pop up and then pack up and leave after you're done selling because it makes the area look like just less desirable. It makes it look like it's not full, like nobody wanted to be there. Usually most organizers will require that you stay or else they won't invite you back. And if that's a good market, if you sold all your items, and that's a great market. And even if you didn't sell one, it is extremely disrespectful to pack up your stuff and leave. So be prepared to stay, bring snacks, bring drinks, bring a book, bring your phone, okay? Bring Butterfly Jones Pop Up and Prosper. And then keep yourself busy during the times that it might be slow. If you did sell out, are you prepared to take orders? Are you prepared for people to come in and say, oh my gosh, I came just for you and you ran out of things? Hey, listen, I could take your order and I'm offering free shipping. Okay. That's what I do all the time. It works like a charm. Free shipping. I'll get your products out on Monday. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for coming. You got to have a backup plan. That's why websites that have your transactions at shows as well as online are so helpful for a pop up business. Another point that is so important is, are you emotionally ready to talk about your product? Can you take criticism? Can you take people frowning at you? Can you take people hovering over in your booth and looking and picking up and smelling and testing and tasting and asking tons of questions while there's other people trying to get your attention also? Are you prepared for that? Well, if not, you got to be, okay? Because some events could be super crowded and other events could be very slow. But at that super crowded one, you have to make sure that you are only giving information that the person is asking, or else you will be completely tired and exhausted. And it'll become an offense if somebody walks into your canopy. So once again, you will repeat yourself over and over and over again. So I gave an example in the previous video, but I'll give it on this one too in case you missed the last one. Okay. So say for example, if somebody's walking into my CBD booth, I'll ask them, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine. And some people don't reply. Say it again and say it loud. Hello. Anyway, hey, have you heard of CBD products? Most people say yes. They'll nod yes and say, okay, well, I have CBD in 250 milligrams, 1,000 milligrams, 500 milligrams, and I have a bunch of different fragrances. So feel free to pick them up and smell them and test them. And please ask if you have any questions. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. I have said that 50 times today. I don't need to say it one more time. Okay. Now, if somebody comes in my canopy and says, and I say, hello, how are you doing? Oh, I'm just fine. How about you? I'm great. Thanks. Are you familiar with CBD? No, not really. Now it's time to talk about CBD. Okay. Yes, CBD helps with pain, arthritic pain, inflammation, anxiety. It helps with sleep, relaxation, stress, and staying in the present. It even helps with focus. Do you suffer with any of those things at that moment? And then they will say yes or no. Drive it home. Suggest different products that are going to help with the different things that they're complaining about, and you will have your buy three, get one free offer. That's my offer all the time in person. Buy three, get one free. you're going to get a whole free item because you were already going to get two, buy one more, and now you're going to get one free, and that's going to raise up your units per transaction. But listen, if they don't want to buy more than one product, do not stress it out. Thank them for buying one product. That's not a loss. That's a win because they're going to come back and shop with you again, and they're going to leave feeling confident that they haven't been taken and that they have a great item that they're going to take home and try on their husbands, their wives, and even their kids and their pets, depending on if it's CBD. But if it's candles, they're going to be able to burn it. If it's clothes, they're going to wear it and look confident. And anything else that you're selling, this person needs. And you got to find out, why do they need it? That's a huge thing. Why does this person need your item? You have to come up with creative ways to listen to the person and come up with creative ways to show them why they need your product to take home. Are they a collectible? Is there a limited amount of them? Is this a therapeutic type item? Is this item beneficial for whatever they're coming into your canopy for? Do you have eczema cream and they have eczema? This is why they need to buy it, because it's going to help heal the eczema. Also, if you're dealing with things that can reoccur, like eczema, it's very important to offer up other information outside of your product. Do you have any allergies towards any of these ingredients that I have in here? Because eczema flares up with certain foods and certain weather conditions and certain bodily conditions. You have to be aware of everything before you try to push a product that claims to help something else on a body. So in the first and second video, I have highlighted everything that you need to know just in even chapter 1 of my ebook, okay? So you're going to make sure that you have this checklist down. You ready to listen? Do you have a clear brand name and a mission? Can you describe what you sell in one sentence? Do you know what your product is for? And is your business solving problems in somebody else's life? Okay? Now, focusing on the product, is your product easy to show and demonstrate? Do you have samples? Is it packaged in a way that looks clean and appealing to a consumer? And the best question is, would you buy it the way it looks? Would you use it the way it looks and the way it smells and the way it feels? Would you buy it yourself? Okay. Can you offer at least 3 to 5 items per sale at an event? Do you have enough stock and do you have enough inventory? And is your price fair? Would you buy it? I mean, we know that you made it. We know how much you spent for the whole, but would you buy it at the price that you have it at? All those questions are very important before you start popping up. And finally, recapping your offer. Can you explain all the benefits of your product or your service in 1 or 2 sentences? Okay, that's very important because you don't want to be the wind in somebody's face. All right, just calm down. How does your product feel? Does it make them feel confident? Does it make them feel like they need to come back and get it again? Have you considered bundles and deals, BOGOs, discounts upon a certain amount of items? Do you have gift packages, gift boxes? What special things are you offering the people? Okay. And finally, if you have checked all these boxes that I've been talking about, we think it's ready for you to get into the legal part of your business. So the next video will be focused on the legal aspects of your business, whether you need it or not, and the benefits of having them or not. Okay, so stay tuned for chapter 3. Well, actually, it's my chapter. Be on the lookout for the next episode of Pop Up and Prosper. Thank you so much for checking in. Make sure to hit like and subscribe and save the video for future use and share it with people who you know that have a like interest to it. Okay? Bye.